First, what you need to do is give yourself a command block. Copy paste this command right here, which is in the description. It will bring you to a site called Minecraft Tools, where you just copy the command and then it will give you the book. Once you open it, you will see select a category: basic, survival, creative, kill, fun, a couple of game rules. Let's say I would choose a category basic, and you can change the weather: sunny, rainy, or thunderstorm. Now it might look a bit weird, but if I go ahead and remove my resource pack, you'll actually see it's a sun, an umbrella, and lightning. So it's sunny, rainy, thunderstorm. Let's say I want it rainy for now. And as you can see, it starts raining. And what else? There's also time, which is day and night. Let's say I want it night. Turns into nighttime. And day. It turns it back to daytime. Keep in mind, guys, you have to be in OP mode, where you can actually change these things manually. This back button, by the way, it brings you back to this menu right here. But let's just say I'm in survival mode. I go to survival. There's full health, full hunger, invincible, where you cannot die unless you go in the void, or of course /kill will also work. Super fast, super strong, 1.8 PvP. You have double the HP, you get 20 hearts instead of 10. And then night vision. As you can see, it takes a while for the sword to recharge. That's 1.9 plus PvP, but if I go ahead and give myself 1.8 PvP, now I can spam click. Like, as you can see, there's no delay under my sword, under the crossbar, and that works with pretty much anything. Like if, for example, I summon a husk, okay, maybe this is a bad example, but 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the normal amount of hits, I believe. Now what else can you do? As you can see, my hunger is down and my health is down. What I can do is go to survival, full health, and then full hunger, and now I'm acting like nothing happened. What else I can do is become invincible, and if I summon a bunch of husks, as you can see, I don't take damage. This is because I have resistance 5, which I believe is what resistance works with percentage wise. So if you have resistance 1 is gonna be like 20%, 2 is gonna be 40, and so on. So 5 is 100%. So I cannot die. Can become super fast. And this is not a potion. This is actually you until you actually die. I wouldn't necessarily say that's useful, but hey, if you want it, it's here. And also super strong. Again, here's with my fist, just kill him, or maybe even a wither. Well, if I can reach the wither, that would be nice. But as you can see, 1 shot, 1 kill, and I got the nether star. Now you might be asking, why can't I just give myself the book from the command line? This is because the command is so big you cannot actually write it down on the command line. You need a command block for that. And go to survival. Now let's just go survival again, and then 20 hearts. As you can see, now I have double the HP, and if I go full health, I go back to double the HP. So survival, night vision, it's pretty much self-explanatory. You don't need torches or anything to see in the dark. Let's move on to the creative section. Now, have you ever wanted to build something in creative and it was very high up, so you had to build a whole column, so you had to do this, but it's very annoying, right? Like, let's say you're very high up, so you cannot do that. What you can do is do /set block and then stone, but that might take a while. What you can do with this book, let's just go even higher. You can go to creative, one platform, one block, and it spawns, or rather it sets a block right under your feet. Now, oh, as you can see now, there's rain, basic, sunny weather, and have it daytime. And now back to creative. You can also have a 10 by 10 area for a platform. You can have 100 by 100, and you can of course also have a 180 by 180, which is the reason why I didn't go higher is because there's a limit, and also there's gonna be too much lag, so there's no need to go higher than that. Either way, you can do the command multiple times if you want a bigger platform. Now, what else can creative do? It can also clear areas. Let's say I want to build a house right here, but I need to clear this area first. What I do is clear 20 by 10 by 20. Keep in mind the 10, the 40, and the 10. Like the light blue ones here are for the height. Let's go back, creative. So this is 40. It will go really high up. So if I'm really down and I want to clear up the area above me, I can just choose this one, or I could just go 50 by 50 by of course 10, and that will clear out a larger area. And then I can go higher up and I clear like half the mountain. Now let's go to kill. Have you ever wanted to kill all the entities around you apart from yourself? So what you can do just with one click, kill all entities apart from players. So that will kill, as you can see, the zombie there, sheep there. Then you can kill them again so that you remove all the items. And then what you can do, you can kill all players but you, but because I'm in single player, because there are no other players. And oh, by the way, you can also change page from here, of course. Now you can kill all entities apart from players, armor stands, and item frames. So let's say you're working on a project with commands, or maybe you just don't want your armor stands or your item frames to be deleted, but you do want to kill all the other mobs. Simply go here, kill mobs plus, which kills everything but the essentials. And then you can just kill all the items if you have way too many items, or again you might use this command right here, and then you just want to kill all the items from those mobs. You can just go all items, and that's it. Let's go to the fun part. Fun commands, and they go flying boat. Click on it and it summons a boat that just flies, and it will work just like you would expect. It's just a flying boat. Unfortunately, if you destroy it, it will no longer be able to fly, but as long as you have it, you can fly and go anywhere with it. And what else you can do is summon a slime tornado. I'm sure you guys know what a slime tornado is. Well, it would be better if I actually summon it on the ground. Go fun slime tornado. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I believe if I had more slimes, it would have been overkill, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. And then there's a huge fireball. Be careful with this one, because this is a glowing fireball, by the way, and yeah, it can make massive damage, as you can see all around. It killed most of the slimes as well. And if I go, I need to go lower down, and if I hit it, as you can see, a massive explosion. So be very careful with these ones. Now if I come here and I use the big boom, this is an instant explosion, unlike the fireball where you have to hit it in order to go to a certain direction and explode. You can just explode immediately. This is a big, I believe it's a slightly bigger explosion, but it doesn't have flames. Off to the last one. Giant riding a bat. So you can see there's a bat, and then there's a giant. From far away, you just wonder what's going on. I could make the bat invisible, but I didn't. So, so yeah, you just see a giant, which is a giant zombie, sitting and just floating around. Now, to what I will consider the most useful ones will be Gamerules 1 and 2. Gamerules 1 are all these. Gamerules 2, all these. So let's start with the first one. Daylight cycle. Let's just say I don't want to. So game rule, do daylight cycle is now set to false. So it will always be daytime. Weather cycle, again false, so there won't be any rain. Update fire. Now let's see right here, as you can see, this lava lake started burning the forest down. So what you can do is just go. The default also displays the default if you hover over the game rule itself. Default is true, so if I don't want fire to spread, I'm just going false. So now you won't see the fire spreading anymore to the forest. Then there is all the damage ones. Let's say, do you want full damage? No, just jump. I don't feel anything. Doesn't even hit. Like, you know, the animation when you take damage, that doesn't happen anymore simply because full damage is off. Now, drown damage, fire damage, and freeze damage, they're all self-explanatory. They're all set to true normally. So you cannot drown. If you've set it false, you cannot get fire damage. Let's see. So I can just swim in lava right now, not taking any damage. And freeze, which is the new effect that has been added in 1.17 or 18, I believe. Then there's keep inventory, which again, very self-explanatory. Almost everybody's familiar with this command, I believe. Last one on the first page is regen health. So as you can see, if you eat your food, your health goes up too. If it's false, you can only regenerate using potions or golden apples. So this is pretty much ultra hardcore mode. So if I go, so the default is set to true. So I'll set it to false. So naturally regeneration is now set to false. If I take damage, so if I fall now, as you can see, I lost so many hearts. And I'm going to full hunger. Normally I will start regenerating, but because of that, because of this rule right here, now I'm not. If I set it to true, I'll start regenerating again, and if I set it to false, just stays there. Now, on to the last one, Gamerules 2. Do you want phantoms to spawn? I will assume many of you guys would like to have it false, so here you go. Here's a simple way to turn that into false. Spawn mobs, can have it false. Patrols are these the illagers that you see all around with banners. Can set that to false as well. Trader, and now you won't have any annoying mobs anywhere in your world. So that is it, guys. So if you want, I can make a more powerful one, but you know, my only limiter is how many commands I can have within a command. So like the command log itself can only write so many characters before it runs out. So I cannot have a more powerful book. But this can change if I have a data pack on, which will allow to pretty much unlimited commands, and you can have like 100 different pages and things looking way nicer, and having different books for different purposes, having in general different things where you can do different stuff. And yeah, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching, and again, the command is in the description if you want to check it out. You need to have commands in. Make sure you copy the correct version for the version that you're playing in. I just choose the 1.16 plus, go on the side and you copy it from there. But you can also have a 1.15, and you can have older versions, 1.13, 1.14. I'm not sure how some of these game modes will work, but you can test it out and see for yourself. Thank you. Like, subscribe if you want to see the full version with a data pack, and bye.